The bunker shot. It's considered the easiest shot in golf, and yet most students think it's one of the hardest, and it's one they fear the most. So I'm going to go through some basic fundamentals and hopefully increase your understanding of how to make the shot a lot easier and for you to be a lot more successful hitting it. The number one error I see students make, and I'm talking about 95% of the time, is they take too much sand. The amount of sand you should be taking is about 2 inches, maybe 3 inches behind the ball. That's maximum. What I normally see is players taking 6, 7, 8 inches of sand. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to think of the shot like any other shot. So what I've done here is I've drawn a line all the way back, and I want you to start doing this exercise first without a ball. Now, with a normal pitch shot, we would say that the divot would begin right after the ball, so maybe just forward to center of your stance. So what I do is I move the ball a little bit more forward in my stance, because what I want to try to do is I'm creating the divot before the ball. So I just move the ball 2 inches forward, and I'm swinging basically as normal. So what you want to do is just set up like the ball's a little forward of the 2 inches forward of that line, and take some swings. If you hit too far behind like I did there, that's about 4 inches. Move up a little bit more on the line. Keep doing it until you can hit the line. Now, if you take too much sand, there's 2 things you need to know about this. One, of course, you're moving too much sand. If you hit 6 inches behind, the ball's barely going to get out, or it's still going to stay in the bunker. Or 2, in firmer sand, this happens, and it really throws people off. The club will actually bounce up off the sand and blade the ball over the green. And all you do is see the ball bladed over, and you hear the click, so you think you didn't take enough sand. But it's so rare that I see players that don't take enough sand. This line will tell you exactly how much sand you'll take. So then you come into the ball, and you do the same thing. You're just trying to clip the line. That one I took too little sand. So again, you could hear the ball click. Sound is very important with bunker shots. If you take too much sand, well, you kind of know what it sounds like, and you certainly know what it looks like. So you just keep working down this line, trying to make contact with that sand. It should have a nice thud to it. Keep doing this, work over and over again. Now, the beauty of this is, let's say you take a little extra sand. The thing is, the ball's going to come out with less spin. It won't go as far, but it'll then release. If you catch a little too close or a little, not quite enough sand, the ball will have more spin, so it'll fly further, but it'll stop faster. Just keep working with this line and being consistent. The other thing is the shaft, and you'll hear me saying this all the time. The shaft has to lean through as you go through the sand. You still want it leaning. You do not want to flip the club head. That's why you're hitting so far behind. So same shot as you normally would hit, keep the shaft leaning through when you hit the sand, and then just follow through. You can do that, you're going to be much better out of the bunker.